Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Mensa Augustine. Please, if you are new here, kindly subscribe to my channel. And if you have been watching my videos and if not yet subscribed, please kindly subscribe for us to grow the mathematics community. In this lesson, we'll be looking at limits at infinity and we will consider polynomial functions. Now, I've been saying that mathematics is a language, and for any language, if you don't know the basis, you can never speak that language. So I've done lesson 1 on limits at infinity. It is at the description. Check that video to get the basis, because we are going to use those properties here. So check that video for clear understanding. Now, this video will last for 10 to 15 minutes. Just keep watching the video till the end and you'll see what will happen. I'm going to reveal more secrets here. Just watch what I'm going to do. Let's take the limits of 3x to the power 4 minus 5x exponent 3 plus 2x squared minus 3x plus 1 as x approaches infinity. Now, let's apply the laws of the limits. Keep watching. This will be the limit of 3x to the power 4 as x approaches infinity minus the limit of 5x to the power 3 as x approaches infinity plus the limit of 2x squared as x approaches infinity minus the limit of 3x as x approaches infinity plus the limit of 1 as x approaches infinity. Now, from the basic laws of limits, we are going to have 3 times infinity to the power 4 minus 5 times infinity to the power 3 plus 2 times infinity squared minus 3 times infinity plus 1. Because the limit of a constant is the constant. Infinity to the power 4 is infinity. 3 times infinity will give us infinity minus infinity cube is infinity. 5 times infinity will be infinity plus infinity squared is infinity. 2 times infinity will be infinity minus 3 times infinity will be minus infinity plus 1. But what is minus infinity what is infinity minus infinity plus infinity minus infinity? In lesson 1 we said that infinity is not a number. It is just used to represent the behavior of the function as x increases or x decreases without bound. So here we don't know infinity minus infinity, so we cannot use this approach. That is why I've said that watch this video till the end. So if you are a kind of person who always just tap on the video and as soon as the video starts playing and you get one secret, then you just cut the video, say, hey, I've seen how you solve it. No. Here, this is not the way. So let's see the way out. The way out is that factorize out the highest power of x. So here, the highest power of x here is x to the power 4. If I say the highest power of x, I have not said the power of the first term. Factorize out the variable, the first term out, not the first term. Here, x to the power 4 is the first term. It is coincident. We are talking about x, and this first term contains the highest power of x. That is why we are going to factorize x to the power 4 out. That is it. So here we are going to get the limit of x to the power 4 3 minus 5x to the power 3 divided by x to the power 4 plus 2x to the power 2 divided by x to the power 4 minus 3x to the power minus 3x divided by x to the power 4 plus 1 divided by x to the power 4. Wow! As x approaches infinity. So let's see this. Why did I divide the x to the power 4, x to the power 4, x to the power 4, x to the power 4? Whenever you factorize something, you should be able to go back upon multiplication. Because if you are finding factors, it means that when you multiply the factors together, you should get what we have here. So x to the power 4 times 3 will give us this. X to the power 4 times this. X to the power 4 will cancel the x to the power 4 and you go back to here. X to the power 4 times this. X to the power 4 will cancel x to the power 4 and you go back. So the same thing throughout. Now let us reduce those that are reducible. So we are going to have the limit of x to the power 4, 3 minus 5 divided by x plus 2 divided by x squared minus 3 divided by x cubed plus 1 divided by x to the power 4. Wow. So x cubed will go here, x squared will go here, x squared, x will go here, x cubed, and we have x to the power 4. Now we are going to use the product rule. So let's bring the limit as x approaches infinity. So what do we have? We have the limit of x to the power 4 as x approaches infinity times the limit of 3 minus 5 on x plus 2 on x squared minus 3 on x cubed plus 1 on x to the power 4 as x approaches infinity. Now, I want to write some property down. So let's keep this one. So this one will be the limit of x to the power 4 as x approaches infinity times. Now let's put in the limit. Because we take the limit of this, the limit of that, the limit of that, the limit of that, and the limit of that as x approaches infinity. So here we are going to have 3 minus 5 divided by infinity plus 2 divided by infinity squared minus 3 divided by infinity cubed plus 1 divided by infinity to the power 4. Wow. And this will give us the limit of x to the power 4 as x approaches infinity 3 times from lesson 1. 5 divided by a very large number will give us 0. 2 divided by the square of a very large number will still be 0. Minus 3 divided by a very large number cube will be 0. And 1 divided by a very large number to the power 4 will be 0. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Minus 0 plus 0 minus 0 plus 0. Wow. Okay. So here we are going to have the limit of x to the power 4 as x approaches infinity times 3. Wow. And this will be the same as the limit of 3 times x to the power 4 as x approaches infinity. Very simple as that. I wanted us to prove this. So we prove this one. Let's put it down and then solve what we have here. So here the limit of this will be infinity. Oh, I have a space here. I have a space here. So the limit of this will be what? Infinity to the power 4 times 3 minus, we've done this already. So we have 0 plus 0 minus 0 plus 0. And that will be 3 times infinity to the power 4. That is 3 times infinity. That will be infinity. Wow. So now, have you seen that? Will be this. So, for any polynomial function, let's write that one down. For any polynomial function, p of x equal to an x to the power n plus an minus 1 x to the power n minus 1 plus a1x plus a naught. For any polynomial function of this form of degree n, where where an is not equal to 0, where an is not equal to 0, then the limit of p of x, that's the limit of the polynomial as x approaches infinity, is equal to an x to the power n. Sorry, is equal to the limit of an times x to the power n as x approaches infinity. And the limit of p of x, that's the limit of the polynomial function as x approaches negative infinity, is equal to the limit of an x exponent n as x approaches negative infinity. Wow, I've said that. Watch every video that I do to the end. There are more secrets to be revealed. So now we are good to go. Once we've done the conclusion, we are good to go. So let's take 2 examples and then we are done. If I take the limit of x to the power 8 minus x to the power 9 as x approaches negative infinity. So here we are saying that you consider the one with the highest power. Very simple. Because here we have n minus 1 going. So this one will be the one with the highest power. This is the term with the highest power, not the first term. The term with the highest power. Here, x has power 8, and here this is power 9. You should be very careful with that. That is why I started with this example. Someone will say that the first term, not the first term, but the one with the highest power. So you see that here we have x power n. Here is x power n minus 1. So power n is greater than n minus 1. So this is what we are going to consider. So we are going to take this one as the limit as x approaches negative infinity, negative x to the power 9. Because that one is x to the power 9. That's one with the highest power. So this will give us negative into bracket negative infinity to the power 9. And what is negative infinity to the power 9? Watch lesson 1. That will be negative infinity. Negative times negative will give you positive. So it will approach infinity. And it is positive infinity. Now let's look at this one. We take the limit of 3x to the power 5 minus 6x minus 7x to the power 7 as x, okay, let me take to the power 6 as x approaches negative infinity. So this one contains the highest power of x. So this is the same as the limit of minus 7x to the power 6 as x approaches negative infinity. This is minus 7 times minus infinity to the power 6. Minus 7 times minus infinity to the power 6 will give us positive infinity. Watch lesson 1. Minus times positive is minus. 7 times infinity will be infinity. So this one will approach negative infinity. Wow! So this is the end of this lesson. Thank you for watching, and remember to share, like, comment, subscribe, and that's all. Bye bye.